How I Learned to Hate Marketplace and Scooter Scam Spiral. Welcome to /regrets, like and subscribe for more Reddit-like stories. Enjoy. Electric scooter scam that kept on rolling. About 2.5 years ago, I was gifted an electric scooter. At first, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, who wouldn't like zipping around on a nifty little machine that feels like it's from the future? I took it for a few rides around my neighborhood, used it to get to the store, even took it to the park a couple of times when the weather was nice. It was fun, convenient, and honestly made me feel a little like I was ahead of the curve. But as these things go, the excitement wore off pretty quickly. Within a few months, the scooter got shoved into a corner of my apartment, out of the way. It just sat there, quietly gathering dust and silently reminding me that I had yet another thing I wasn't using but didn't want to get rid of. 2 years passed like this. The scooter was a silent witness to my procrastination and clutter. Fast forward to this year, I reached a breaking point. My place was cluttered, and I was tired of tripping over things I didn't use. I decided it was finally time to declutter and sell the scooter. Now, I knew next to nothing about electric scooters, so I did some research. I searched online marketplaces to check prices for the same make and model, read reviews, and forums where owners talked about maintenance and common issues. I found similar scooters listed anywhere from $350 to $600, depending on condition. Mine was in decent shape, but with a few scuffs and slightly deflated tires from sitting and used. So, I figured pricing it at $300 would get it sold fast. I put extra care into the listing. I uploaded detailed, high-resolution photos from every angle, close-ups of all scratches and scuffs, pictures of the charger, the storage bag, and even the owner's manual. I tested the battery myself and confirmed it worked fine, so I included that info. In the description, I was extremely transparent: battery is healthy, tires slightly deflated and might need air, mileage estimated under 100 miles, clearly stated as an estimate, some normal wear and tear from light use. The next day, a woman messaged me asking if it was still available. She immediately tried to negotiate down to $250, but I politely said the price was firm. After some back and forth, she agreed and said she'd pick it up that afternoon. When she showed up, she brought a man with her. Right off the bat, the man started inspecting the scooter like it was some kind of ancient relic. They circled it slowly, crouched down to examine the wheels, tapped the frame multiple times, twisted the handlebars, and even shone a flashlight into every nook and cranny. I could swear I saw the guy sniff the tires at one point. I just stood there, thinking, this is a $300 used scooter, not a Tesla. I calmly walked them through everything: the folding mechanism, how to turn it on and off, the battery life indicator, and the charger port. They grilled me with the same questions I'd already answered in the listing: battery condition, mileage, tire status. After a thorough 20+ minute inspection and a test ride, they handed me the $300 cash. They loaded the scooter into their trunk and left. I thought that would be the end of it. How wrong I was. That same night, at around 11 p.m., my phone buzzed with a message. It was the woman. She demanded a $50 refund, claiming the scooter was more worn than she expected. I was surprised and reminded her about all the photos and the time they'd spent inspecting the scooter before purchase. Then she hit me with this: we downloaded the scooter's app, and the mileage shows 120, not under 100 like you said. You lied. I told her I clearly stated that the mileage was just a guess. Next came a bombshell: you didn't give me the special toolkit for repairs. I have to buy one for $75. You owe me that, too. I explained that I never had a toolkit, it wasn't included when I got the scooter. She then sent a flurry of other demands. The charger cable is frayed. I need a replacement. That's $20. The folding mechanism is stiff. I had to pay $30 to lubricate it. The bell doesn't work. New one cost $15. Brake light is dim. I bought a new bulb for $10. No original manual was included. I want $5 for printing a copy. The tires were low pressure. I had to pump them for $10. The scooter smells weird. I had to buy an air freshener for $8. When I told her I wouldn't be paying any of it, she threatened to leave negative reviews and report me to Marketplace for false advertising. She even mentioned having a lawyer friend who would make things difficult. She also tried guilt-tripping me by saying she was a single mom struggling to make ends meet. I blocked her number. The next day, messages started flooding in from a different account, this time full of insults, accusations, and threats. Blocked that too. 2 weeks later, I spotted the scooter listed again on the marketplace. Same scratches, same bag, but now priced at $550 with a description claiming only used a few times, perfect condition, toolkit included. I laughed. The toolkit was a fantasy. The listing disappeared a few days later. I assumed they finally sold it. A month later, I saw the scooter again, this time in person at a local market. It had fresh scratches, duct tape wrapped around the handlebars, and mismatched tires. The new owner was loudly complaining about how much money they'd wasted fixing it. Weeks after that, it was back online for $450, listed as selling as is, battery needs replacement. The comments section was brutal, with people questioning the fluctuating prices and conditions. Then came the local buy-sell group post exposing the couple as scammers, complete with screenshots and plenty of mockery, especially about the infamous toolkit. Their profiles disappeared soon after. Months later, the scooter resurfaced again, a sad DIY project with uneven spray paint, duct tape, and tires that didn't match, slowly dropping from $300 to $150 over several weeks. I heard rumors they tried pawning it for $50 but got laughed out of the shop, abandoning the scooter behind the counter. From a $550 flipping attempt to a $50 reject. Every time I think about it, I smile. But here's the kicker. One evening, a friend told me they spotted someone trying to pawn a scooter that looked suspiciously like mine. Curious, I decided to swing by the pawn shop. Sure enough, it was the same battered scooter, sitting there like a sad relic. The shop owner told me the couple had come in demanding $100, insisting the scooter was worth it because of recent repairs and the mysterious toolkit. The pawn shop laughed them off and offered $50 cash, which the couple refused before storming out, scooter left behind. Later, a mutual acquaintance told me the couple had been banned from multiple local buy-sell groups, getting flagged for scams and constant relisting of the same scooter. Apparently, they tried selling other flipped items too, with the same pattern: lowball, complaints, demands for refunds and extra payments, threats, and eventual bans. A few months after the whole scooter drama died down, I thought I was finally free of it. The scooter was gone, the scammers disappeared, and life moved on, or so I hoped. One day, I was browsing a local buy and sell Facebook group when I spotted something that made me do a double take. It was the same couple, same woman and man, trying to pull a nearly identical scam, but this time with a different item: a high-end electric bicycle. I couldn't believe my eyes. They were back, trying the same tired tricks. The listing was full of vague promises, like new, barely used, perfect condition, battery recently replaced. The price was suspiciously low, but not rock bottom, just enough to bait people in. I decided to keep an eye on the situation, curious to see how far they would go. A few days later, I spotted them at a busy park where people often test ride bikes and scooters. They had set up a makeshift test ride area, with a folding table covered in bike accessories and a sign that read, "Best deal in town. Serious buyers only." I watched as the man enthusiastically pitched the bike to anyone who stopped by, while the woman inspected potential buyers with a sharp eye, just like before. One guy seemed interested but immediately noticed some scratches and brought up concerns about the battery. The couple insisted it was minor and fully functional, pushing hard to close the deal. After a few minutes of haggling, the man handed over cash and loaded the bike into his truck. But then the real drama began. Within hours, the buyer started messaging the group, complaining about the bike's battery life, faulty brakes, and missing accessories. Suddenly, the couple was demanding more money to fix the issues or threatening to withhold the toolkit and charger unless they were paid extra. The group admin finally caught wind of the scam and banned both of them. But just like with the scooter, they popped up under new profiles within days, trying to sell cheap electronics and other used gear with similar tactics. I felt like I was watching a bad sequel nobody asked for. What really struck me was how brazen they were, like they had zero shame or conscience. They didn't learn from their last fiasco, didn't care about the warnings, and just kept trying to squeeze every last dollar from unsuspecting people. Eventually, word spread. I couldn't believe how they kept recycling the same lines. The local groups quickly caught on and launched a wave of warnings about the scam couple, sharing photos and details. There were even memes and videos poking fun at their antics, some featuring a mock infomercial for the magical toolkit. I think they moved to a nearby town, probably to try their luck again. The couple's reputation became a sort of dark local legend, a cautionary tale for anyone buying second-hand electronics. Last I heard, their new scam spree came to a dramatic halt when a sharp-eyed buyer recorded them trying to pull the same stunt live on video and reported it to the police. Whether charges were pressed or not, that part one don't know. I don't know if they ever learned a lesson or if they'll keep hustling forever. But one thing's for sure, I won't be caught up in any of their scams again. Sometimes, all you can do is watch from the sidelines, shake your head, and hope karma finally catches up for good. So what you think? What would you have done? Like and subscribe for more stories.